Hey, so I just want to share an opinion about the mechanics of fast fashion and the number of people interested in learning how to sew and generally our environment. They seem very disparate concepts, they're not. If you have ever seen the documentary on Netflix called The True Cost, it's about the real cost of fast fashion in terms of the labor involved, the environmental damage involved, and also the financial damage that's done here when people buy cheap clothes that they immediately throw away. You're basically wasting your money. So I was just giving it a think and really looking into the business economics of fast fashions, and what I find is that the real value in learning how to sew and sewing for yourself is you get to mitigate a lot of the negative effects of the current state of our fashion industry. In order for a big chain retailer to turn a profit on a $3 tank top, you have to understand that a lot of those retailers make most of their money on credit cards and on financing their merchandise with the customers that they sell to. And that's how you get a $3 shirt. If you're not making your money on recouping your cost of production and padding it with profit to keep the prices that low, you really need to sell credit. That is, get people to take out loans to buy your merchandise, and then you make a lot of your money on interest and on fees. And to be totally honest, if you go to a big box major retailer and your price point is $5 for a t-shirt, the kind of customer that has to buy a $5 t-shirt is probably very unlikely to be able to repay those store credit cards or fashion credit cards or pay over time, subscription, all of these services, all of that money that's paid to the business, a lot of that money essentially helps to subsidize the cost of these really cheap, crappy fashions that you wear once and you throw them away. So, not making big political statements here, but when you learn how to sew for yourself, when you make clothes for yourself, in addition to saving money, in addition to having things that fit you well, in addition to the pride of someone complimenting your outfit and you knowing that you made it and someone liked it, these are all rewards in and of themselves. But the other added bonus is that in making clothes for yourself, you are sidestepping the abusive labor practices, or at least as many of them as you reasonably can from your home. You're not having to finance your fashions, and I strongly advise against getting store credit cards for major chain craft retailers, because frankly, do you really want to pay interest on a yard of fabric that you thought was cute that one time? Or probably not. So, learning how to sew for yourself, learning how to knit. You don't have to knit everything, you don't have to be hardcore about it, but just learning the skills and using them regularly, that is actually a really huge political statement, and that's actually a really big environmental statement. And I think these are two things that, inherently are good for you, and also benefit our society and the world as a whole. So, just an opinion. If you want to comment, if you want to get into it, that's totally cool. Just do it in the comments. All right. So I hope I've given you something to think about today, and I hope you'll join me at $5 Fashion School, where I will teach you how to sew at home with the tools that you already have. Have a great one.